Greetings, my name is Daru Jones. We're live, Sweetwater Studios. I'm excited to be back out here, and I want to talk about some good news. We just launched and released the new DJNY 2, Daru Jones New Yorker, and this is a blue fade. This is a new version, and we got some new tricks up our sleeve for this one. As you can see, this one is set up in my format with the angles. There's a lot of cool things that we did with this one. Now, we came out with the original black gold sparkle fade in 2017. But yeah, this is the new version that we're going to talk about today. Blue fade, and I call this the natural blue. Some of the new designs, or the upgrade from the last kit, we actually got the Music Records logo, which is my logo, on the bass drum head. So it can really, I'm a fashionable guy, so it can match my aesthetic. And they're also on the toms, the Music Records. I mean, I'll show y'all. Let me take this one out. So yeah, if you see right here, the logo is right here, and they're on all of the drums. I'm really excited about this kit because, as y'all know, I'm a fashionable guy, and I really wanted to take this one to the next level. The thing behind the natural blue, the concept, when I was speaking with DW, actually PDP via DW drums, and I was like, man, it'd be cool to have a drum kit to match the aesthetic. As y'all know, I've been touring with Jack White for a decade now, and our color scheme on stage is blue. And I was like, man, it'd be cool if we can do another, like the next model can kind of match the aesthetic. In case we do, because the first tour that I did with Jack White, we used to do these B shows where we would just go randomly perform I think we performed at a gas station, you know what I'm saying? And we performed like at a record store. And it was cool. There was like random B shows where we would just Jack would send a tweet out like 30 minutes before the show. People had to rush down, but sometimes I would have to use, like a makeshift small kit. And I was like, man, it'd be cool if we could make a kit, because I knew I was going to be going back out with Jack White. I've actually had the opportunity to record on this new project, Fear the Dawn. I knew that we were going to be going back out, and I was like, man, it'd be cool to design a kit in case we start doing B shows or have another side show. I have a kit. As y'all know, the stage, the aesthetic of our costumes, our dress code is all blue. So that was one of the inspirations, and I was like, I didn't just want to do one regular blue neutral color. So I was like, after speaking with Rob Dean and the PDP team, we thought it would be cool to like put two blues together, which as you guys can see, one of my favorite features on this drum kit, snare time together, they call it snoms. You know what I'm saying? And it's really cool because you can actually make all of the drums become either a snare drum or a tom. So one of my favorite functions on this new DJNY2 is the snom, short for snare drum time together. And I was excited when I found out DW and PDP were doing this. I was like, we got to add this to my next drum kit, because I do a lot of sessions, especially playing in a hip hop setting, where when I'm playing the stuff live, depends on the artist that I'm working with. Sometimes the producer, they don't just use one snare drum for the entire record. They use various different sounds. So I wanted to be able to have a drum kit. If we're ever playing this stuff live, instead of having to retune the snare drum to go for the different pitches, we have other options. So now I can have not just one option, 3 options. So yeah, I'm really excited. Each snare drum have a snare throw, which we do a close up. So you'll be able to go from, if you just want to play like a regular tom sound, you'll be able to play that sound. And when you put the throw on, it'll turn into a snare drum. So that's one of the main functions and biggest things about this new kit that I'm excited about. And it's a versatile kit, depending on how you want to tune it. Yeah, we're going to show you all that, because we have the drum kit set up in another, to the left of me, and played in a regular fashion. People that don't do the angles like me, you'll be able to hear it in different tuning contexts. But yeah, that's one of the features, and it still comes with the small sizes. This is a 10-inch size. The snare is a 13, and this snom is a 14. So you have a lot of wiggle room and a lot of options. And the bass drum is 18-inch. We wanted to continue to do something where it can be, compact, travel friendly. You know what I'm saying? If you're in cities like New York, Nashville, even Fort Wayne, playing out on the streets, playing on the subway train, this is a good kit for you. And it's also versatile. I use this for big and small gigs. It can be used in a club, outdoor setting, and you're not going to lose the quality. And that's what I like about PDP. Actually, the DW, PDP is a company through DW. They always focus on making quality gear, and it doesn't compromise. Even if it's a cheaper line, you're going to still get, it's not a toy, you're going to still get a good quality drum kit. So, the sound, any heads you can put on, you're gonna be able to have that studio quality sound. That's what I like about this drum kit too. This specific kit don't have the factory heads, but I'm going to play a kit with the factory heads, and the factory heads sound really good as well. I'm a genre-bending drummer, and this drum kit is a genre-bending drum kit. You know, as you see, it's set up in a regular format. That's what I like about the DJNY2. It doesn't matter how you set up, you're still going to get a big sound. As y'all noticed, when I just played the demo beat, the kick drum is tuned a lot lower. So as you can see, you're still getting that bottom end. It actually sounds like a 24. And I like that even though it's a small size, it's still mighty. Give you that punch. If you're playing in a rock and roll setting or something that requires a lower dB, you're not going to lose any of the vibe with this 18-inch. Same thing, the snoms popping. I don't know if you guys noticed, and shout out to Big Fat Snare Drum. They make these really cool dampeners. It's really dope to hear it on this 14. It's like that super old school 80s. Phil Collins, you know what I'm saying? So I really like that, the versatility of it. If you tune it really low, you're still going to get a really good sound, and it doesn't sound cheap. You don't even have to have mics, and it's going to be able to be heard properly. Let me take this off so y'all can hear it without the Big Fat Snare Drum. So this is a snare, still killing. Yep, and then also tom. So, I mean, I could probably loosen it. Let me loosen it so you guys can hear it. Get a frequency difference. Sam? Probably go a little lower too. Yep. And these are the factory heads, which is really cool because normally when you get a new drum kit, the factory heads sometimes are not all that cracked up to be. But shout out to Remo. I am a Remo artist, and the factory heads that they put on here, they really sound good. So out the box, you know what I'm saying, you can set this up and get playing to your gig or recording or whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, I want y'all to check out the tuning, the lower tone. You know what I'm saying? Actually, let me do this while we at it, since I'm going to Phil Collins it out. So I'm gonna bring this one down too, so y'all can hear the versatility. And it's just really cool to have a 10-inch, you know, can be as an option for a snare drum, which you don't really see that on drum kits. Normally, it's a custom thing when you go to the store, Sweetwater or any other vendors, you have to, like, you know, it's a special made, you know, size. So it's really cool to see that this drum kit is going to come with it. So yeah, shout out to Phil Collins. But yeah, as you can see, it's a good sound, regardless if you tune high or tune low. You're still going to get that huge sound, and yeah, and by you seeing this configuration, you'll be able to see the colors, the blue fade. You know, one of the things when I was working with PDP on a drum kit on the first model, I was like, yo, it'd be cool to have a drum kit just look good on its own. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you're not playing, it just looked like a piece of furniture, like a nice Ferrari car. And they definitely came with it on this version, and 2 different blue colors. You know what I'm saying? So if you go to the store, you can complement the drum kit, get some fashionable cool that's gonna look good with the drums. And even if you're not playing, if people see a drum kit, you might get a couple gigs. Be like, man, that drum kit looks dope. I just want to just hire the drum kit by itself. but yeah, I really like the versatility of this kit. You can tune it. You know, if you're playing other genres, if you're playing Caribbean or jazz, you can tune it up. And you're going to be able to get that nice Tony Williams or that jazz tone. Or if you tune it low, you can get the rock and roll tone. Or also, if you're playing in the hip hop or soul setting, it works for that as well. So this is another. It's still the same kit, but it's just set up in a normal fashion. So I don't want people to be like, man, do we got to play Daru Jones kit with the angles? No, you can set it up. And that was one of the goals that I wanted to do or have with this drum kit, like people to be able to find a voice and a sound from the tuning, the way that they set up. Even if you don't want to do the angles, even if you set up standard, there's all kind of ways you can manipulate, to get the drums to be into, conform to your own identity. You can get different drum heads. You don't always have to get the same color drum heads. There's so many combinations that you can do. And big shout out to DWPDP, and I'm excited to have this new drum kit. Again, contact a Sweetwater salesman and get right. You know what I'm saying? Get it while supplies last. Thankful to be here. My name is Daru Jones. Peace.